Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Order in the court. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Order in the court. Order in the court. Your Honor. Your Honor, I have to bring in another counselor Trinity on board because Counselor Sheree, Counselor Rogers is busy. She got that new network that she's working on, so we're not able to move. So, who do you have here? This is Counselor Trinity, and she's going to tell you more about a little bit more. She's more expert than I am on infinity property and infinity pools. And what we have, Tisha Scott would be the wife, Your Honor. And you order that building that got burned down or was burned up, Your Honor, we suspect that it was for. What you whispering for? You gotta speak up. Well, Your Honor, allegedly, did they pay these people insurance for that burned up property? And you ain't heard it from me. But anyway, Your Honor, here's Counselor Trinity.
This is the beginnings of Tisha having to sit under that bus. He's so spaced out. Right. Maintenance and alterations, yes. Okay. Patience of Job. I said that, P&2 Ross. I was telling my husband, I said, ooh, babe, like for real, this is crazy. Hey, Lisa Triplet. All right. I believe it's so Infinity Pools is his other company. He said, I believe it was incorporated. Eminem Pools changed the name. Oh, Eminem Pools changed to Infinity Pools. Did they change ownership? Yes. And what was the change in ownership? Maurice Scott was no longer a member. So it's just you as Infinity Pools. At that, he says at that time, yeah, basically. Subsequently, did that change somehow? That became Infinity Properties. And Tisha, go ahead and take your spot under that bus, babe. I believe it's an LLC. Okay, and were you the sole shareholder? No. Who else was in it with you? I wasn't the shareholder at all. Okay, you just worked for it as an employee? Correct. All right, what was your position? I don't believe I had one. Okay, what did you do? No response. What was the business of Infinity Properties? What did they do? Were they flipping dirt? Or Infinity Properties business was to purchase commercial and renovate commercial real estate. All right, I'm sorry, I didn't even get that loud on the mic. So far the case look like a fool or he's just a narcissist. Queen Gwen, I'm so confounded, I don't know. Hey, Simply Beautiful. Okay, I worked for and supported the company. All right, who owned the company? Letitia Scott. So was Letitia the president? I cannot say. Now this is his own wife, y'all. So Tisha, just take your spot. Y'all will see. I'm just gonna read, you'll see. Was she Letitia Scott at the time, or did she go by her maiden name? She was Letitia Scott at the time. Okay, so what was Letitia's maiden name? Moore. All right. We're backing up a little bit. That's what he says. Where was Infinity Pools headquartered? Where did they do business? Can I say? Did they do business in Alabama? Yes. Okay, did they do business here in North Alabama? Yes. Did they have an office? No. Did they have any employees? Yes. Who were the employees? I do not recall. What were the employees' positions? Laborer. Were you the sole shareholder of Infinity Pools? I don't recall. So going back to Infinity Properties, you said that the owner was Letitia Moore Scott, right? He says no. Hi, Dana Allen. Thank you. He's an elbow cop. I see you, Dana Allen. Thank you. Right, Bad Apple. Allegedly, in our opinion, for real. Please like the...
All right, Counselor Trinity, get to the point. Counselor Trinity, quit talking to the jury, Counselor Trinity, and get to the point. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your
Honor. Video. His Google says he has an MBA in project management. Girl, all right. He testifying to this. I don't think he mentioned the MBA. And you were an employee, correct? No. Where am I wrong? Letitia Moore Scott doesn't exist. So Letitia Scott, that's correct. All right, so Letitia Scott is the shareholder president. What's her position at Infinity Properties? And as you listen to this, listen to how, and I know a lot of y'all have already heard the audio anyway, but listen to how he would have been speaking to Bugs, to Joy, to the other ones we haven't heard from. This is crazy. His memory has faded.
Your Honor, excuse me. Your Honor, she's a little rookie, but she's better than me. I'm the elder attorney here, but she's doing a great job. But can I just say something, Your Honor? What is it? What is it, Counselor Oma? Black Titanic. Your Honor, so you don't know the story about Joy and Buzz. The story of Sister Joy is similar to that of ZenGarden, where Moscow went in and started the project, took the lady money, then finished and ran off, allegedly. All right. And then the barber said the same thing. So, all right, that's all I want you to know, that he have a habit of going in the community and scamming people just like he tried to scam ZenGarden out of all their money. He went in there and didn't do the job, but want to get paid. Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry. Trendy. All right, Counselor, turn it back to you.
Oh my gosh. All right. I'm sorry. Okay, you just don't remember or you don't know. I don't know. Okay, and you were an employee is what you testified to, I believe. No. Well, did you hold any position at Infinity Properties? No. Did you have any affiliation with Infinity Properties? Were you a 1099? Were you a subcontractor? No. So did you have anything to do with Infinity Properties? He said, other than marry the owner? I can't. Yeah, other than marry the owner, did you sell her the company? He said yes. So you sold her Infinity Pools? Yes. And she turned it into Infinity Properties? Yes. And you didn't have anything to do with it after that? I can't answer that. Well, did you ever get a check from them? Yes. Y'all. Okay, what did they pay for? Or what did they pay you for? Services provided. What kind of services? Construction services. What type of construction services? That ranges from a wide variety of things. Okay, how many projects did you work on for Infinity Properties? 3 or 4? 3 or 4. What time frame was Infinity Properties doing business that you were receiving paychecks for? Please clarify affiliation and paychecks. I'm not kidding, y'all. He said clarify paychecks. You know what a paycheck is. I don't know how you're describing it. When you do work and you get paid for it, do they write you a check or deposit any money in your account? The term paycheck sounds like payroll, and I assume that you're saying when I get a paycheck from an employer. What I get paid from.
So, Your Honor,
Tremendous helps you send Visa, PayPal, and gift cards in bulk worldwide. Try Tremendous.
Well, Your Honor, I just gotta say something, hell, Your Honor. Pardon me, Counselor Trinity. What do you want, Black Titanic? What you want, Black Titanic? Why you keep interrupting Counselor Trinity? Your Honor, I just want to say something about this Infinity Property. They passed themselves off as expert. They're going down and they went in Huntsville. Now they're going in Atlanta at a business expo trying to get advice, and they're not qualified. I want you to ask them, can you name one property that Tisha Scott closed on in Infinity Property? Your Honor, they got this TV show called Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, look, Your Honor, they have never shown us not one piece of property that Tisha Scott, the owner of Infinity Property, closed on. That's all I gotta say. Now, Mr. Fletcher over there, you could go through his resume. Close. He's a broker. Tisha says she's a broker into real estate. And why is it? Why is it she haven't closed on any property? That's what I want to know. Mr. Bletchley, he the real deal. Sorry, Counselor. I'm going to interrupt you anymore, Counselor. Okay, B2. This is the last time you're going to interrupt Counselor Trinity here. Counselor Trinity, you may proceed. I've taken a note of that. Are they in the community? Passing themselves off as expert? Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Your Honor, that's the point I'm trying to make. I've never seen that one piece of property that she have clothes on. I live in Huntsville. Nobody don't know what infinity property do. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Counselor Trinity.
So, are those real diamonds?
Now, Your Honor, let me just say this. I'm just going to go over this briefly, Your Honor. Your Honor, the property was located on Honda Ridge. It's been established that Letitia Scott, who is his wife, right, is the owner of Infinity Property. According to Mr. Scott, he is not the owner of Infinity Property. Okay, now. So, now. Did Letitia Scott get arrested? Did she get arrested? Answer that. For disowning this unsafe structure. Can you answer that, bro? Can you answer that? No. Okay. So they just arrested you, right? They just arrested you. And how many units were in that Hunter Ridge? 12. 12 units. You say 12 units, Mr. Scott? How many buildings in that complex? Was it just one? Was it just one? Yes. All right, now. Did you renovate it or did you rebuild it? Yes. Who rebuilt it? Who was the general constructor? ABSI says also. Was. Now, I need you to answer me directly. Mr. Scott, was Scopes in existence then? Scopes Industry? No. Incorporated? No. All right, Mr. Scott. What year was the Hunter Ridge project started? He said 2010. I'm sorry. I missed 2010. I said 2010. Now look, did you have any ownership interest in ABSI? No, he says no. Move it on along. Oh my God. Okay, Counsel, you can take it from here. Counselor Trent.
Acted as a general contractor. Okay, so no ownership role in that one? None whatsoever. All right, what's the next thing you worked on? I believe it was 4206 Oakwood Avenue. What's that? An adjacent building. Was it on that property when, his question's getting me. Was it, what is on that property or was when it was purchased by Infinity Properties? Retail development. So a shopping center?
Take time, Counselor. Counselor Trinity, just take time. You're doing good. Keep going, Counselor. You're doing good, Counselor Trinity. You got this, girl.
At that time, it was a thrift store and a barbershop. Oh, the barbershop. Hey, TikTok with your girl, another content creator. This is the deposition I'm reading today. This deposition.
Now, Your Honor, she just her first time in court, so she'll kind of get off at a little building, so get off a little bit, but she's good, Your Honor. She gonna get back to it, Your Honor. This her first time in court. Yeah, the young lady, she was training under me. I'm retiring. She's taking my part in this courtroom, Your Honor. So, we're gonna go on and let's get it. You're doing good. Just take your time, counselor. Just take your time.
When was that? 2007. What did you do for them? I was the general manager turned to the director of operations. All right, and was that here in Alabama? Yes. I'm going to back up 1 second now with Lewis Lane. So he's skipping back again, which I love when he does this. I was going to say 101 Lewis Lane, but it's on the corner of Lewis Lane is like right across from Papa Jack's. So going back to Monaco, pictures, you said you went there in about 2007 and you were the general manager and the director of operations, correct? How long did you hold that position until, he said it was like 8 or 9 years, 2007 to 2000.
Sorry, counselor. Is that what he was selling that popcorn, or is this something else we're talking about? I had nodded off to sleep, Your Honor. My Alzheimer kicking in. I didn't hear that. Okay.
2016. Then he switches it to 2015. And then he says, okay, were you working with any kind of construction capacity during this period of time, 2005 to 2015? Yes. I owned homes, owned apartment complexes. Everything that you're writing down overlaps. So Pools, apartment complex, and Marcel interrupts him and says, but you weren't like, oh, no, sorry. Marcel says, so Pools, apartment complex. The attorney interrupts and says, but you weren't like full-time into the construction business? Marcel said, I was. The attorney says, so you were full-time construction and working at Target and Monaco Pictures? Correct. Okay, all right. The Lewis Lane property, do you...
Okay, counselor. BT gonna just take it on out from here. So now, I'm just going to say that he's not a great businessman. This is why he don't qualify to give a black expert. Let's look at his business deal, right? Now, counselor, oh Lord, counselor, my back hurts. So I know I told you I'll take it over here, counselor Trina, but my back hurt, my knees hurt. Oh, Lord, you got to take over. Just finish it on out for me, counselor. Okay, take it on out. Show them, and this, you got to show them how Marcel Scott is an incompetent businessman and not qualified to teach anything about building construction.
I don't know, 5001, right, live, laugh, love. Karma at its finest. Hey, Joyce Jones, yes. Okay. Who was in charge of he said himself. And Martel Holt, what did he do? This got me hot under the collar. What did he do? What was his role other than just being president?
You gotta go back. Who was in charge of the checkbook? Businessman.
Does anybody know where in Mississippi Marcel working? Girl. Okay. So he says, you don't have any idea what his role at Scope Industries was, why you gave him a paycheck? Marcel says, yes. The attorney says, so you do have an idea? Marcel says, yes. I don't know what his title was. The attorney says, okay, tell me what he did. Marcel says, office work, clerical work, project management work. All duties required by management. All right. What about Van Tracy? What was her role? He said very similar. So they're office employees? He said correct. Who was in charge of the checkbook in 2016 at Scope Industries? He answered his own name, Marcel Scott. I don't know. 5001, right.
Your Honor, I object, Your Honor, I object. Sit down, Mr. Scott. Sit your butt down, Mr. Scott. Proceed, Counselor. We're going to have order in this court. No more jumping up, Mr. Scott, or Mr. Hip and thighs and legs and breasts and whatever they call you, allegedly. Sit down.
Live, laugh, love. Karma at its finest. Hey, Joyce Jones. Yes. Okay. Who was in charge of he said himself. And Martel Holt, what did he do? This got me hot under the collar. What did he do? What was his role other than just being president? What did he do? Marcel says business development, bid on jobs, coordinate resources, expand the team, hire and fire. If you don't go sit down somewhere, when you hire and fire, are you talking about the subcontractors? Marcel says some subs, some office workers. Did you ever have to fire Arthur Luna? No. What about Van Tracy? No. They don't still work for Scout though. Correct. Okay, have you, to your knowledge, did Mr. Holt ever have to terminate anybody in Scout Industries? Not to my knowledge. Right. Marcel, imaginary friend. Right. Right. What about you? Did you ever have to terminate anybody that was employed by Scout Industries? Yes. Who? Lindsay Neal and Samantha Rainbolt. Okay, 2017. What was Lindsay Neal's role? Office admin and business development. And the attorney says I'm going to come back to Scout here in a minute because I am curious about your work history. You've told me about
Your Honor, I object. Your Honor, I object, Your Honor. Mr. Scott, didn't I tell you to sit down? Baylor, come stand by Mr. Scott. He's out of order. Mr. Legs, hip, thighs, breast, whatever they call you, allegedly. Proceed on, counselor. If any more outbursts in this court, counselor, he's gonna go to jail, allegedly.
In Scout, you've got a television show. Yes. Are you an employee? Are you a contractor? Tell me about your television show. Who produces it? The television show is produced by Carlos King. It's on the Oprah Winfrey Network OWN. And he said, the attorney said, what's your show called? He said, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Are you paid to appear on the television show? This is where he does another round of weird answers. Oops.
I don't recall.
Speed it on that. Okay. Ooh. What about Gino? They said Gino wasn't part of the Scout part. He came later. Like he might have gotten off that Fairfield project, Live, Laugh, Love, but Black Titanic said he wasn't part of the Scout stuff. And then the attorney says, what was that? They owned a 60-unit apartment complex, and they owned a 4-unit apartment complex. Okay.
So, Your Honor, I'm just going on to wrap it up. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job, Counselor Trinity. Well, Your Honor, as you know, I'm getting ready to retire, and Counselor Trinity taking over, a little young girl. But, Your Honor, Your Honor, I went down there and I investigated the Fairfield project. Gino, yeah. I met him, Your Honor. He was in his trailer, Your Honor. I met him. I talked to Gino, and he said, "Well, are you the cop? Are you the cop?" And Your Honor, I didn't have time. He told me, "Get off his property, Your Honor." Out there in Fairfield. At the time, Your Honor, it was a Scout flags up there, Your Honor. And so then what I did was went to my car. Well, I went to the car because he said, "Are you the police? Are you the police?" He must have thought I was the police, but I went to the car and I was putting the GPS on, so he left. So that was my experience with Mr. Gino, right? Get back out there, Your Honor, on that Fairfield project. Everything gone, Your Honor. Everything. Ain't no scopes, nothing out there. That trailer, everything gone out there, Your Honor. Yeah, Your Honor. And see, the thing of it is, Your Honor, they perpetrating a fraud, making up stuff that they are building this Fairfield project, Your Honor. But you know what? He testified. Didn't you, Mr. Legs, Hips, and Thighs? You said that you had never built nothing from scratch and up. That's what you said. When I asked you, just with his testimony, he swore. So if he had never built nothing from the ground up, Your Honor, he certainly ain't building no hotel. All right, I'm closing. That's my final closing. So now, the court have to decide for ZenGarden. Your Honor, it was negligence. My client here, my client ZenGarden, out of millions, almost thousands of dollars because of Mr. Legs, Hips, and Thighs negligence. He didn't go to school. He just didn't. He just wasn't qualified for the job. That's right, Your Honor. And I closed my case. Order in the court. Order in the court. Thank you very much, Black BT. Thank you very much. I'm going to decide on this case. I'm going to decide. I just want the public to decide. Is he guilty or is he innocent? Okay, here the other one is. Okay, anything else were you arrested? Yes. I walked between two officers while they were on official police duty. So they were parked next to each other, and you went between them with their lights on? What were you charged with? Obstructing government operation. Was that in Michigan? No, it was in Huntsville. So that was 4. Okay, so we walked between these cars, right? These cops. They arrested you for obstruction of government property, and that was here. Maybe. I can't recall. Okay. How long that's been? Yeah, okay. That's it, y'all. That's 4 arrests.
If I don't curse him out, and as long as I don't threaten him, I can say what I want. Am I correct? Yes, sir. We sick and tired.